Hi, I'm Dan, and this is SlayerScape, a massive grid of tiles containing all of Old School RuneScape's quests and skills. Every tile must be unlocked by earning keys. The Slayer Masters of Gielinor each hold a small collection of these keys, and each time we complete an assignment, they may choose to grant us one. I'll be unlocking Old School RuneScape one tile at a time in this randomized adventure, and I welcome you to come along for the journey. We're back, we're killing cave crawlers, and we're poisoned. But that's okay. We can sip our anti-poison, and we're a minute and 20 seconds of immunity to poison. You know what? That's actually not long enough to do this task, but regardless, I am stoked to finally be able to cure poison on this account. Level 37 defense. Nice, we just got a book of knowledge. We're gonna chuck that onto prayer, and that should be level 28 prayer. Steel skin unlocked, that's actually pretty nice. And that's level 37 Slayer. Okay, and that's another cave crawler's task complete, bringing us to 79 tasks, so time for another Mashna task. We can't forget to get that logged in SlayerScape, so Spraya, will we get a key? Not this time. Okay, Mashna, what'll it be? 33 ghosts, nice, great task. Level 38 defense, 39 defense, 41 hit points. Okay, that's a ghost task done. I love that task, lots of herbs, great combat XP. And because that was a Mashna task, we get 30 Slayer points. Very dope. We'll pop open SlayerScape and log that. And we get a key. Nice, we're back up to 4, my favorite number of keys to have. And we're back at Spraya, looking for our next task, 22 wolves. Before we get stuck into that wolves task though, I'm thinking about starting to scout over here. And there's a question of what the best way to do that is. I think for my money, I'm gonna go with this thieving tile, reveal this tile, and if this is something we can do, we'll unlock that as well and reveal that to reveal these 3 tiles and start to build out this side of the board a little bit. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that choice, so let's just go ahead and unlock thieving levels 1 to 10, and we will get to stealing. And there we go, level 10 thieving. We can now pickpocket from farmers. Hey, that's something we can do. That's a cool way to get seeds. We picked up 435 GP. I think that'll bring our cash stack closer to being in line with our allowance right now, so not bad. Let's hop into SlayerScape and claim the unlock thieving levels 1 to 10 tile. There we go. And hey, we found Fletching. Okay, because we've had these tiles for a while now. Fletching 11 to 20 and Fletching 21 to 30. We have wood cutting. We banked all the logs from our 1 to 10 grind last episode. And of course it will reveal 3 tiles. So I think this was a good choice to scout along this way. Let's go ahead and unlock Fletching. How are we doing on skill unlocks? We're almost done all of the level 10s. Look at that. Hunter, we know where that is. Rune crafting, we know where that is. Construction, we found that at some point too, right? That's, oh no, did we never find construction 1 to 10? Interesting. Where is that tile hiding? And fire making 1 to 10. We've got 11 to 20. Haven't found 1 to 10 yet, but fire making is not exactly the most useful skill, so not too worried about it. But yeah, nice. We've almost unlocked every skill in the game to level 10. That's pretty exciting. I'm gonna guess that future Dan has done some sort of weird montage for thieving, so I'll spare you the Fletching montage. Plus, I just can't think of any jokes about a man handling wooden shafts, you know? It's just, they just aren't coming to me right now. Okay, that's level 10 Fletching. Hop into SlayerScape, and we will claim the unlock Fletching levels 1 to 10 tile. Okay, what do we get? Oh, we found a free tile, nice. More wood cutting. Okay, wood cutting's a pretty chill thing to do. Maybe we'd pick up an iron steel axe to make that a little smoother. Ooh, Pirate's Treasure. Okay, not normally an exciting quest, but it is a requirement for Cabin Fever, so yeah, we'll probably do that at some point. Do we want to just go all in and just like scout more tiles right now? We're at the beginning of a fresh episode. We've got a wolves task to knock out, you know, kind of just feel like burning away these keys right at the beginning. Maybe I'll regret it later, but I don't know. I'll never really regret taking a free tile. Well, the last time we did that, I think it worked out really well. So, yep, let's pick up this free tile. Hot diggity. And we revealed the Varrock Easy Achievement Diary. You know, I'm gonna have to start checking in on what the requirements are for the various achievement diaries. Like, I know this one probably requires level 20 agility to do a lap of the rooftop course, but yeah, when we can complete one of these are really valuable unlocks. You know, we get a lamp, we get some sort of useful item and other perks and stuff. Achievement diary tiles are going to be super valuable. They're just a little bit awkward to do because of all the requirements to complete them. We've also got big chompy bird hunting. And that is yet another Cabin Fever quest requirement as a prerequisite for Zogre Flesh Eaters, I think. And we've got Mountain Daughter. That's such a weird quest. I don't know enough about that quest at all. Looks like it requires 20 agility though. That's not something we have, so Mountain Daughter to us for now is, yeah, it's nothing. Not sure what I want to do next. And when in doubt, we should always just go do a task. So let's go knock out our wolves task. That is level 40 defense. We're gonna switch back to strength for a while, but damn, we are now high enough defense to equip rune items if we ever manage to get any. That's a wolf task complete. Pop open SlayerScape, get it logged. But no key. What you got for me, Spraya? 20 Ice Fiends. Alright, fine. Okay, that's an Ice Fiends task complete, and I ruined the account by accidentally attacking one more on my way out. We'll get that one logged in SlayerScape. And no key. Oh well. We're looking for our next task. And it's 24 dogs. God damn it. Level 41 strength. That's level 38 Slayer. We can now kill Fires. That's a kind of interesting task. Once we get the quest to be able to do that, they have a lot of awesome drops actually. Okay, and that's another sad dog task complete. Sad dog task. Jagex, why do you make us do that? We'll go ahead and get that one logged, and no key. Well, on to the next one. What's up, Spraya? We need a task. 11 bears. All right, that's bears task complete. Let's try for a key. And no luck this time. We are a task addict and we need another fix. 17 zombies. We're gonna try something a little weird, something a little sketchy, and see if we can kill a couple of zombie pirates on task. These should count for our zombie task. The loot will not be super great because we don't have the medium wilderness diary done, but there's a chance. It's a gamble. We might just get immediately ragged by a PKer or owned by one of the elder chaos druids. I'm bringing some knives to see if we can aggro them from a distance or something and pull off maybe one of the level 22 zombies away from the pack, kind of towards the southern end of the zombie pirate chaos arena, whatever the hell that thing is called. We'll see how this goes. So it looks like there's a level 34 one here. I believe there should be a 22 around here. Let's see if we can pull this one. Let's see if we can get a kill on this one. I don't want to pull aggro of that elder chaos druid there. I will die very quickly. Okay, a successful kill. Just bones as the drop. Let's see if we can get another. I'm dangerously close to these chaos druids, so I don't think this is actually like a really good play, but it is interesting. Okay, our first looting bag in the account. Not particularly helpful, but it's a drop, I guess. That was painful. Didn't like that. Oh, this guy is just moonwalking away from us right now. Very rude. Splashed. Oh, God. Oh, I want that level 28, but this Chaos Druid's gonna get me. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I think the way the Chaos Druids are situated here is just going to make it too hard to safely pull a zombie. So this is something we'll want to come back for later on a zombie task. It's a way to get some interesting drops, some really potentially valuable and useful upgrades as drops. But right now, without Protect from Magic, it's just kind of ridiculous. So we'll be back though. Level 42 Strength. Zombie task complete. But do we get a key? No, not this time. Oh, Spraya, we are on quite the dry streak of keys right now. At least those sewers where we were fighting the zombies are right next to Spraya's house, so we can pick up another task immediately. 17 monkeys. Doing a bit of range training at the monkeys, and there's level 22. Okay, that's a monkey task complete. Pop open SlayerScape, and come on, let's see a key. No, Spraya, what are you doing? What is our next assignment? 25 scorpions. Okay, that's a scorpion task complete. But do we get a key? No, never lucky. Oh my goodness. It's 47 tasks in total, Spraya. She's only given us 18 keys. That seems like I'm gonna need to get the numbers for what the drop chances are on keys visible here, because I need to know how dry I am, you know? Something else I noticed is that we once again had a sneaking suspicion that we would have received the beginner clue scroll. So we missed out on a beginner clue step. I believe I have a neglected Charlie the Tramp step. We're not too far from Varrock, so let's go see if we can do that. There's a few things Charlie the Tramp could ask for that would kind of kill the clue, like if I need to make a leather body or something like that. So there's a chance this clue step it gets dropped here. Let's see. A piece of iron ore. Hey, that's actually something we can do. Let's go grab that. Next step, Barbarian Village. And another clue step, Panic in the Alcrid Mine. Well, where we just were for the scorpions. All right, back we go. Okay, we got a beginner casket. There's a dude next to me in Graceful who just killed a scorpion with rune claws. I wonder what they're doing. Goodbye, stranger. Goodbye, Bob Does Golf. Go ahead and open this beginner casket. 4 law runes. Well, underwhelming. From now on, I'll probably only show casket openings if I get anything of interest, and we won't show all the actual completion of steps, you know, doing Charlie the Tramp and stuff, because yeah, nobody wants to see that. Picking up another task. 27 skeletons. Nice, we can just hop down in the sewers here and knock that out real quick. Level 42 hit points. Level 43 strength. Skeleton task complete. Hop into SlayerScape and log the task. No key. Well, what else is new? At least we can quickly run upstairs and grab ourselves another task. 16 Calphite. I just got a hard leather body from Calphite workers. This is one of the things I love about this way of playing the game. I just got like an upgrade, an actually insane upgrade for my range kit. Like that's a +8 ranged attack bonus. That is actually huge for me right now. That is definitely the kind of thing that makes me just absolutely adore playing the game like this. All right, that's complete. Hop into SlayerScape, get her logged, no key, move on with our life. It's time for task number 90, so we're heading over to Mashna, and it will be 41 hobgoblins. Interesting, a new task. All right. Oh, that was level 44 strength and 51 combat. Nice, and a beginner clue. Level 39 Slayer. I can kill Molanisk. I don't think I've ever fought a Molanisk in my life. Huh. Okay. Hobgoblin task complete. We're gonna let one kill us here and get a free trip to Lumbridge. While we wait for that to happen though, we can hop into SlayerScape and log another Mashna task complete. And we get a key. Excellent. How's that trip to Lumbridge going? It's coming. Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, pal. Send me to Lummy. Thank you. Back at Spraya for task number 91, 16 Ice Fiends. All right, Ice Fiends task complete. Hop into SlayerScape and log it. The 50th task with Spraya, wow. And she doesn't want to celebrate though. She doesn't like to celebrate that 50th task completion with a key. Nope, that is not her style. Okay, Slayer assignment number 92. 26 ghosts, nice. Just got the black skirt as a drop here, which is actually an upgrade to our magic set whenever we get runes again. Kind of a bummer because this is the same drop rate as the battle staves here, but we'll take it. Okay, what? This is super weird. It's been like 4 or 5 kills. I got the entire black wizard set. They're all 1 in 128, and I got these all within like 6 kills or something. That would be really cool if that couldn't have just been instead, you know, 3 different elemental battle staves. Oh well. Level 45 strength, 43 hit points. That's task complete. Pop open to SlayerScape and get her logged. No key. No key. Oh my god. No keys. Task, a task, another task. 19 Ice Fiends. Ice Fiends task complete. Slayer key, please. Not this time. For our next assignment, 20 dogs. Whatever. Alright. 20 dogs task complete. Get ourselves out of the desert. And Slayer key, please. No. Let's pick up another task, even though we won't get a key. Whatever. 27 wolves. Level 46 strength and 52 combat. Alright. Wolves task complete. And Slayer key, please, 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 Spraya, please give us a key. Oh, good frickin' lord, dude. It's been so long since we got a key from Spraya. Whew. We definitely want to do something with our keys soon, but that was our 95th Slayer assignment. Well, we are so close to 100 tasks. I think we just keep going with Slayer for a bit, keep going with Spraya tasks, maybe get another key or two, we'll see. Bro, you're in my shot. Bro, you're in my shot. Oh my god. But yeah, we'll get to the 100th Slayer assignment and cash in that big fat stack of Slayer reward points. That'll be sweet. For task 96, 29 spiders. Damn, spiders are a fast task. All right. That's task 96 complete. We'll head back to Spraya and we will try our luck on another key. Come on, the back-to-back. The back-to-back, I believe. I believe. I don't believe. Whatever, man. 10 Minotaurs. Minotaurs task complete. Picked up a beginner clue scroll. Nice. But can we pick up a key? Yeah, all right. Oh, okay. The luck is turning. The luck is turning. There's 10 more keys to get from Spraya, so the odds are not great. Let's pick up task number 98. 19 cave bugs. Okay, that is the cave bug task complete for 98. Do we get another key? Back to back. Let's see it. Oh, the back-to-back. Oh, that feels good. 21 out of 30 keys. Coming into the final stretch here with Spraya. Let's get one more task done and knock out task number 100 after that. Slayer assignment number 99. Oh, 25 rats. Hell yeah. Okay, this next rat should be level 40 Slayer. That's a nice little milestone. Unlocks Basilisk and Terror Dogs. That is task number 99 complete. Will we get the back 3-back though? The back 3-back key? No, okay, well, yeah, we gotta stay humble here. We gotta stay humble. But that is our 99th task, so we are going to head over to Mauritania and pick up a task from Mashna for our 100th Slayer assignment. What will it be? 45 cave crawlers? Oh, not a free task. Not something super easy to do, but we've overcome cave crawlers. We can manage this.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
47 strength. Okay. That is our 100 Slayer task complete for 150 Slayer points, bringing us to a total of 330 Slayer points. Very epic. Let's go log that key with Mashna here while we die to poison in the background. Oh, our first miss with Mashna. Yeah, he's 5 out of 40 keys now. Starting to dip in drop rates, so probably still getting a little bit unlucky not getting a key there, but hey, that's all right. 100 Slayer tasks in the bag. That is quite the milestone for this account, one that I am super happy with. Right now, we also have 5 keys to play with, so it's time to switch gears from Slayer again, back to some skilling and questing and whatnot on our SlayerScape board. One option that's jumping out to me is Goblin Diplomacy, a fairly easy quest for us to knock out that currently will reveal 3 tiles and get us moving along this northeastern direction. So yeah, I think we'll go try to complete Goblin Diplomacy right now. And for that quest, we're going to need 1 blue dye and 1 orange dye. So we'll make those dyes out of some onions, red berries, and woad leaves. In preparation for the quest, we've spent 9 coins on red berries, 20 coins on woad leaves, and 15 coins with Aggie to actually make the dyes, for a grand total of 44 coins spent out of our allowance. The free-to-play quests just hit different, man. Give the goblins some armor, they do a little fashion show cutscene, and that's quest complete. That quest is worth 5 quest points. Wow, the quest points were really scaled kind of randomly with the early free-to-play quests. Well, we got an illegal crafting level. Well, it happens. But with that done, we can claim this tile, reveal the surrounding ones. What do we get? 11 to 20 farming. Nice. I would love to continue farming because it's going to be essential for herbs and stuff in the future. Looks like we found the next 10 hunter levels when we eventually want to take the first 10 down here. And we've got a free tile. I'm tempted to just send that right now, you know? We're kind of making movement in this direction here. I'm hoping maybe we even hit like another medium allowance tile. You know what? We got keys. Let's send it. What do we find? Agility 21 to 30. We only have agility 1 to 10 right now. Still looking for 11 to 20 on agility before we can pick that up, but that'll be really nice. Fishing contest. I almost want to do that quest. I occasionally have to walk over White Wolf Mountain and I get hit by the level 60 wolves and stuff. I really don't have good access to transportation. Fishing contest is also a requirement of recipe for disaster. Get us 2 more tiles. I have to think about my board a little bit. So I'm thinking to break into this area over here. We might take this shop allowance tile. I think we might do that. I'm so not sure. Oh, you can definitely fall into just like straight up analysis paralysis in this mode, man. I mean, at the end of the day, any situation we get ourselves into, we can grind ourselves out of by doing a ton more Slayer, right? And I don't mind doing Slayer. I like doing Slayer, so yeah, I'm just waffling on decisions. Let's just send a key and live to regret it. Whew. Okay, and we'll roll the shop allowance. Oh, 128, a pitiful amount. And the quest we revealed is In Search of the Mire Key. This quest is unfortunately locked behind Nature Spirit and a level 25 agility. Once we find agility level 11 to 20, we could take this and then we'd be able to do that. But we do still need to find Nature Spirit first. So for now, looks like this avenue of exploring that way did not pay off. Oh, that play just did not work. You know, that's the nature of this randomized board. Sometimes you're just going to get kind of fleeced a little bit. Another early game area we're missing is this tile to the north is just 3 tiles north. That's actually the last tile that's 3 steps away from our starting tile that we haven't revealed. So this could still be one of the 1 to 10s. We're still missing fire making. We're still missing construction. Could easily be one of those skills there, or maybe another early game quest that is easy for us to do. X marks the spot. Kind of a necessary quest to get done. It's the start of a thread of quests throughout Korend. This was actually one of the first quests in the game we considered doing back when we didn't even have access to a spade. Oh boy, those were the days. Yeah, okay, we're gonna make a bold play here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock X marks the spot. It's a quest that we'll eventually have to pick up. And we're also going to unlock Herblore 11 to 20. And that's because X marks the spot has a choice skill XP, and we're only allowed to put choice XP rewards into a skill when it wouldn't level them past our unlocked level. Generally, I think I want to always have Herblore unlocked higher level than I'm even prepared to train it, so that we can always just be dumping any reward lamps into it. I think that's a sound thing to do. So let's spend our other key here. Feel a little uneasy having 0 keys, but we can always go back and do more Slayer. Spry's got a couple more keys for us, so we can get more keys if we need them. For now, let's go do X marks the spot. Okay, and that's quest complete. Earn ourselves some coins, of course the antique lamp, ability to receive clue scroll boxes. I don't know how, am I get a beginner clue for this? I haven't been paying attention to the clue scroll update, so I actually don't know what all this means. This is kind of funny. Let's chuck that lamp right into Herblore, bringing us to level 12. Nice. We'll also hop into SlayerScape and claim the X marks the spot tile. And there's 11 to 20 thieving, should be helpful in the future. I guess completing X marks the spot has kind of done something for clue scrolls for us. That's kind of cool. I didn't know scroll boxes actually made it into the main game from leagues. Sounds like these only stack up to 1 until we do 50 clue scrolls or something like that. But it's kind of cool that now at least if we have a scroll in the bank, we won't miss our next drop, which is kind of nice. We don't have to immediately rush off into a beginner clue scroll. I'll probably try to knock out both of these though in a second. But before that, let's pick up our 101st Slayer assignment. And it's 14 bears. Easy. That's a bear's task complete. Will that bear's task get us a key? Not this time. Picking up assignment number 102. 11 Minotaurs. Minotaurs complete. And Slayer key, please. Nope. Before we grab our next task, how about we have a little fun with a double beginner casket opening? First one, a longbow. Nope, nothing. Second, hey, staff of fire, air runes. Well, can't all be steel plate body amazing caskets. Another task, 15 goblins. It's a goblin task complete. A Slayer key, please. Nope. Next task is 24 dogs. Level 44 hit points. That is another dog's task complete. We hop into SlayerScape and we pray for a key. And our prayers go unanswered. Grab ourselves a task. 19 Calfight. Level 48 strength and 53 combat. Calfight task complete. Do we get a key? We do not get a key. And because both my minigame and home teleport cooldowns are on cooldown, we will go and get absolutely shreked by a Calfight Guardian. Oh, this is a big moment. Now that we're combat level 53, we are no longer getting aggro from jail guards that are level 26. As a kid, I always thought this was like the mark of like, yeah, you're like high level now. Like these jail guards don't attack you anymore because you're like super high level. It's like a kid in free to play. Awesome. Picking up another task. 15 wolves. And they're dead. Roll for a key. Never lucky. Next task is 10 Minotaurs, so we are walking right back to the stronghold of security and we are racing the system update clock. Isn't it crazy that I still have never gotten a bat task? Like, we are 106 tasks deep. Any single one of those could have been a bat task that has like a weighting almost as high as rats and goblins and stuff, I think. And yet somehow we have never had a bat task. At this point, I don't really care about finishing Rag and Bone Man. I'm over it. It doesn't reveal any tiles. It doesn't really do anything for us. So we don't particularly care if we ever finish that quest. At this point, I would go kill the bat off task, honestly. I said I can kill quest monsters if it's required for a quest, and killing that is technically required for a quest, so we can go kill that right now if we want. But at this point, honestly, I just don't care about Rag and Bone Man, you know? That's another task complete, but is it a task that will give us a key? It's not. It's not a task that will give us a key. Oh man. I want to like finish Spraya though, you know? I would love to finish one of these Slayer Masters. For Slayer task number 108, it's Cave Bugs. Do we get a key? No. Oh, 66 tasks for Spraya, 21 keys. Grabbing our next task, seeing if we can finish 110 before the system update. 25 cave crawlers. That's 41 Slayer. Okay, that's another cave crawlers task complete for 109. That means we're heading over to Mashna for our next task, but first, we're gonna teleport upstairs with a full heal by walking over here and exploding. Explode, please. Thank you. Can we explode again? Excellent. Now that we've successfully exploded, we can log that cave crawler's task with Spraya and not get a key. I have no idea if it'll come across in the video, but the last like 10 or 20 Slayer tasks, the clips of them, I was doing them while super tired and losing steam, losing momentum. Right now, I am playing RuneScape with a fresh cup of coffee, and I am so ready to just grind some motherfucking Slayer. Man, we are really gonna need a faster way to get here. My current way of getting here is to bank all of my gear to reduce my weight. I teleport to the magic training arena in the desert. I run north from there to the gate, and then I run all the way through Patadoma's temple to Canavus to Mashna. Yeah. One day we'll have a better access to teleports. Man, wouldn't Imagine finding fairy rings on this account. God, that would be sick. But all right, let's pick up task number 110. Mashna, where are we going? 25 flesh crawlers. That is, I don't really know what a flesh crawler is. 1 second. Oh, flesh crawlers from the Stronghold of Security. Oh, of course. Oh, right, that's sick. Okay, so flesh crawlers are also a task. I didn't even realize that. Okay, that does mean you can get all 4 pieces of this Skull Scepter on task because Catable Pawns and Ankos are also tasks. I just recorded like 6 clips of me mispronouncing Catable Pawn. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, flesh crawlers. This is actually a great task if I can attack one. There we go. These are actually kind of awesome. I remember as a kid, as soon as I got members, I would like farm here. I think it might have still been when they were unidentifieds, or maybe they'd made the transition to grimy herbs. But yeah, these things drop a herb like one in every 3 kills or a little more than that on average. They also drop noted iron ore. They actually have like I'll toss it up on screen right now, but they have like a pretty decent loot table. So yeah, this is not a task we would hate to see. I would love to get this task as like 40 or 60 of these things to kill. That'd be great. Don't think I actually brought enough food to finish this task though, so that was a bit of a blunder. Oh well. I'm fighting for my life right now, but there's strength level 49. Task complete, and we are gonna die here. Actually, perfect timing. I brought the perfect amount of food to finish this task and immediately die. Ah, don't auto-retaliate. Don't auto-retaliate, please. An illegal hit. I'm sorry. I will forfeit that XP in some creative way at some point. Goodbye. Anyway, that 25 flesh crawlers task was task number 110 for 30 points, bringing us to 360. And look at the loot. See, like I said, the Herblore, the herb drops from that is just crazy. Like, hey, 24K. If you're a low-level account looking to make some money, apparently flesh crawlers clock in at like 1K per kill on average. That's honestly not bad if you're training your melee stats early game and want to also make yourself some money. So not too shabby, flesh crawlers. Let's hop into SlayerScape and log that task with Mashna. Still a good chance of getting a key, although maybe I just jinxed it. No, okay, we've got a key. Hey, we've got a key again. Whew. It's always I feel weird being at 0 keys, so getting just 1 on the board is kind of nice. But I think I just want to keep grinding Slayer, build up some keys, and think about a plan for what we're going to do next on this crazy board. We are buying some Eyes of Newt for 3 coins each. Hopefully they don't go up to... What am I doing? Okay, we're doing this in 2 trips because I'm an idiot. I should have just bought a pack to make this easier. I don't know why I clicked on the regular one. I thought it would come in as notes. What am I doing? All right, that was a bit of a fiasco, but we just spent 162 coins on Eyes of Newt. With all those new herbs we just got from flesh crawlers, I'm interested to see just how close to level 20 we are right now on Herblore. We've stuck in some random event lamps. We got the 300 from Veos for completing that quest, and we've cleaned a few herbs here and there. So yeah, I'm curious to see just how close to 20 we actually are right now if we cash in all of our herbs. So let's do it. This is me just realizing now that I actually don't have enough vials of water. I only had 18 that I think I got as drops. So we are going to need to go buy some vials of water real quick. I just hopped to find a world where we can actually buy these for their base cost of 201 coins for 100 vials of water. And while we're here, let's pick up a pestle and mortar. This will come up eventually, right? Maybe we'll get it as a drop at some point, but I'm sure we'll need one. It shouldn't hurt. That's another 205 coins spent. Okay, now let's finish the rest of our Herblore. Okay, that's all of our herbs and secondaries used up. Got us to 18, just shy of 19 there. Not bad. And more importantly, we actually have some potions now. Attack potions, strength potions. If we get to fight a boss anytime soon, we may actually use those. I'm not sure I'll be using them for regular Slayer and training because they're kind of precious to me still, but it is pretty cool to have, you know, sort of real potions on the attack. Look, I can boost my strength to 56. That feels like such a huge number. Oh my god. I've been showing myself picking up every task individually, completing the task, or showing at least the completion screen of the task, and of course rolling the Slayer key. Let's try something different for the next 9 Spry tasks. I'm just going to show you the end result of the task I completed. And then after we've done 9 tasks, we're going to roll 9 keys, roll 9 attempts for keys all at once in SlayerScape. See if we can cash in some dopamine. All right, let's hit it. We killed 16 skeletons. We killed 10 bears. We killed 16 scorpions. We got level 45 hit points. We killed 17 banshees. We killed 10 cave slimes. We killed 17 cave crawlers. We got level 50 strength and 54 combat. We finished a 19 dogs task. We missed the clip, but we got 42 slayer as we finished up these 25 calphite. Nice, we just got a book of knowledge that we are going to toss on Herblore for level 19. And we killed 14 minotaurs. That is our 9 tasks in a row. So let's try this plan out. Let's do a little bit of a dopamine rush, or maybe it'll be horribly disappointing. I don't know. We're about to find out. We are going to click this button 9 times, and we'll see how many keys we get. All right, Spraya. Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we got 2 keys in there. I saw 2 keys come in, bringing us up to 3 keys. So 2 out of 9. If we had to calculate the RNG ourselves right now, it's looking like she's close to a 22% chance of dropping a key, something like that. Let's head over to Mashna and pick up our 120th Slayer assignment. Slayer assignment number 120 will be... Come on. 48 bears. Well, all right. I'm walking away from where I usually kill bears, just north of Falador. And I still have 9 bears left to kill on task. But we are walking down to Port Sarum to take a boat all the way to the Great Kingdom of Kurend, so we can go to Arceus and we can use up our 9 ensouled bear heads. We've acquired the runes through other Slayer tasks to cast the 9 instances of reanimate whatever lesser creature, and we can actually kill these 9 reanimated bears on task. But more importantly, each of these bear heads is worth 480 prayer experience each. So in total, these bear heads are going to net us like 4.3k prayer XP, which is pretty major for us right now. That's almost a third, more than a third of our total prayer experience, so that's kind of awesome. As we're making our way to the Dark Altar to reanimate our bear heads, figure I should point out that this is the Kurend library and is an alternative for rune crafting training if we needed it. We can come here and do the book finding or whatever task to get some rune crafting XP. Getting rune crafting experience is not really the problem and not really what's holding me back from taking the rune crafting tiles on our board that we have in the middle of the board here. It's more so that what would we do with these? Like right now, they don't reveal anything to us, and we don't have any of the talisman. Like we don't have a mind talisman to make any useful runes. So we're not too excited about even unlocking these things for now until we have better access to actually do something with rune crafting. And here we are at the Dark Altar. Switched over to the Arceus spellbook. Let's go ahead and start reanimating our ensouled bear heads. Level 29 prayer. Level 30 prayer. Level 25 magic. Level 31 prayer. And with that last reanimated bear, we are done our 48 bears task. That's task 120 complete for another 30 Slayer points. Very nice. Bears task logged. Oh, but we don't get a key. All right, well, we've got 3 keys, but you know, I really enjoyed doing that like 9 key at a time thing. So yeah, let's run that back. Let's go do 9 more sprite tasks. 51 strength, 46 hit points, finished a 19 ghost task. We finished a 17 dwarves task. I'm heading into the desert again, do a quick lizard task. Need to refuel on shanty passes, so we are going to buy 50 at a time right now, or 44 because those go up in price. God damn it. That was 248 coins spent on shanty passes. Let's get that logged. And that's a 29 lizards task complete, 18 goblins complete. That's a 25 ghost task complete, and that's a 21 spiders task complete. And that's a 20 chickens task complete. And a 28 spider task is complete. Level 43 Slayer. And level 52 Strength. And level 55 Combat, holy. And that is a 23 Wolves task complete. With those wolves done, we're ready to head to Mashna for task number 130. But we can't forget to log our 9, count 'em 9, Spria tasks in here. We'll be going from 76 lifetime tasks up to 85. All right, let's see how many keys we can get. I hope we can get, I think it's humble to ask for 2 keys here, right? Like just it would be chill to get 2 keys, Spria. That's all we want to see. 9 tasks, 2 keys, if you please. Let's do it. Oh, and the 3rd key on that 9th click. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, it is such a dopamine rush to hand in tasks that way, to claim 9 tasks at a time. I'm so glad I've started doing that. Oh, we're up to 6 Slayer keys right now. We've got so many things we can do. I feel like I've made some real blunders in this episode, like taking this allowance tile to reveal In Search of the Mire key that we have no chance of doing, and just general progress right now is not feeling great, but yes, handing in those 9 tasks like that feels so good. And we only have 4 more keys to find with Spria. We are actually close to completing our first Slayer Master on the account. They will no longer give us keys. And honestly, with Spria, I don't think we'll ever take tasks from her again unless we really want to kill Sour Hogs. We may as well just finish up with Turiel. I don't know, we're gaming, we're cooking. Let's head over to Mashna in Mauritania, pick up our 130th Slayer assignment. Here we are back in Mauritania to pick up our 130th Slayer assignment. 12 wall beasts. All right, well, that's a unique thing to kill at least, and we already have the helmet to do it, so cool. Back to Lumbridge we go. Okay, that is a 12 wall beast task done. Task number 130 for another 30 Slayer points, giving us a total of 420.
420 blaze it.
Note to future self when I'm editing this, if I put in a weed joke here, I am disappointed in myself. Let's hop into SlayerScape and get our Mashna task logged. And we get a key, bringing us up to 7 keys. Okay, I think it's time I take a look at my board here and make some sort of plan. Before we make any progress on our board, we can finish our level 20 Herblore tile right now if we just go ahead and buy some Eyes of Newt for 300 coins here. And we'll use a few of those eyes, make a couple more attack potions, and that's level 20 Herblore. That was also a total level of 500. That is almost feels like an impressive number. I'm not unhappy with that total level. Although there are some illegal skills trained above their unlocked level, so it's not a true total level of 500. Not until we get all the unlocks that we need to bring some of our skills back in line. Back on the SlayerScape tile board, we can claim the Herblore tile, revealing construction 1 to 10. Okay, well, a player-owned house is now a possibility for us. Interesting. With all these keys, I think it's definitely a good time to shift gears from Slayer and do some questing and skilling and try to keep scouting out, pushing the boundaries of our tile board to hopefully find something useful. And when I say something useful, I have a couple of tiles in mind. First, Temple of the Eye. This would give some value to our discovered runecraft tiles by granting us access to the Guardians of the Rift minigame, and that would in turn get us a Mind Talisman, which we currently can't get from a Slayer creature. Second, Gertrude's Cat. This may seem a bit random, but most Iron Men will know. You can trade a fully grown cat to the citizens of West Ardoin for 100 death runes. Now, we aren't nearly high enough magic level to use death runes, but if we start to stockpile them now, we can invest in our future via the underground cat trading market. And third, the Ardoin Easy Achievement Diary. This actually pairs with Gertrude's Cat by doubling the death rune trade amount to 200 per cat, and giving us an unlimited teleport to Ardoin via the rewarded cape. With that plan outlined, I think a no-brainer task for us is actually to complete Biohazard. It's a requirement of the Ardoin achievement diaries, and it will allow us to just walk through the door directly into West Ardoin. So when we do start trading cats, it just makes that process a little simpler. So it's also just a necessary quest for progression. You know, it progresses the elf storyline to Underground Pass and stuff, and there could potentially be a future where we go to the Elven lands. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. So yeah, let's go ahead and unlock and complete the quest Biohazard. We start the quest by speaking with the healer and chemist Elena, whom we saved during Plague City. She asks if we can recover her distillator that was confiscated from her by the mourners. Our passage through the sewer has been discovered and sealed off, so we need a new plan to break into the city. The plan? Pigeons. We release a flock of birds that momentarily distract the guards manning the nearby watchtower, while an ally helps us scale the city wall. Back within the quarantine city, we gain access to the mourners' headquarters by sneaking a rotten apple into their curiously outdoor pot of stew. We pose as a doctor by donning a plain white t-shirt, and following Hitman logic, everyone seems to just go with it. Inside the HQ, we bash a dude to death with an air staff because I forgot this quest had combat and didn't bring a real weapon. We find the distillator and make our way out of the city. Back at Elena, she uses the recovered equipment to analyze some samples of the plague, but is confused by the results. She tells us to see her mentor Guider in Varrock, and recommends we visit the chemist in Remington first to pick up some touch paper. The chemist gives us the touch paper, but warns us the other reagents will be seized by the Varrock guards. We give one of the items to each of the chemist's unreliable errand boys. Sulfuric bromine to the drunk because it looks too dangerous to consume, Ethania to the painter because it's colorless, and honey to the gambler because it's cheap. In Varrock, we enter the secure southeastern part of the city, and we spend 12 coins so we can impersonate a priest in a moment. We reclaim the dangerous and illegal materials like honey from the errand boys. Dressed as a priest, we trick Guider's wife into letting us inside. We tell Guider about Elena's experiment, hand him the materials, and he gives us the shocking revelation that the plague samples are not reactive and that the plague does not exist. We tell Elena this news, which confirms her suspicion when she ran the test herself. We confront the King of Ardoin, who says, "Yeah, well, I'm lying to the people to save them from an even worse evil," or some obvious lie. Spoilers, the king is a bad guy, but we won't learn that until 2 quests from now. Quest complete. Okay, we got 3 quest points, we got some illegal thieving XP, we can go through the West Ardoin door whenever we want and use the training camp. Good stuff. Let's hop into SlayerScape and claim the tile. See what we see. Gertrude's cat! Oh, my brain! My brain is so wrinkled. We found it. Oh, that's huge. Okay, Forsaken Tower. I don't even think I know that quest. That's a Varlamore quest or something, isn't it? But wow. Okay, Gertrude's cat is absolutely what we are going to do now. So we're going to have quick access to West Ardoin. We can just walk right through the front door, and we'll be able to train a cat every 4 hours to trade for death runes in West Ardoin. That is incredible. We're definitely going to unlock this next, but there's one other unlock I'm going to pick up right now. I mentioned I want to unlock Herblore levels as soon as I can, in case I get any random event lamps or dunce randoms or whatever. I did just pick up a Tome of Experience from a dunce, so I'm going to unlock this real quick so that I can chuck that Tome of Experience onto Herblore without feeling bad about it. Excellent, 300 XP. And with that out of the way, let's get Gertrude's cat unlocked and start getting ourselves some death runes. Let's get this quest started. Well, I guess we're doing this meme. Quest complete. We get a quest point, some illegal cooking XP, chocolate cake and a stew, but most importantly, we get our own pet kitten, a little kitty cat for us to raise. Oh, I'm so excited to be raising cats. This has the potential to be transformative for the account. Having access to death runes without having to spend our money, that's just going to be so huge. We're out here in Kromja fishing some Karambwanji, which you can do at just level 5 fishing, gives a very pitiful amount of XP and puts some shrimp in your inventory, but also gives you these nice stackable fish, which you can use to feed your cat from a stackable item in your inventory. So it's very easy to upkeep our cat in just like 2 actions, just like that. Very nice. But we can't forget to claim the tile for completing Gertrude's cat. We've completed the quest. And what do we reveal? Hey, fire making 1 to 10. Hey, that's one of our last skills we need to unlock. Way to go. Sweet. And we found Witch's House, not a quest that we really need to prioritize doing, but maybe we will if we want to continue moving out to the left here. Okay, we've got a ton of Karambwanji to keep our kittens going. We've got a lot of keys right now, but honestly, my brain is kind of foggy because I played a lot of Gridmaster and I'm trying to remember what I was even doing. How do I even play RuneScape? So we're going to pick up a Slayer task just to like reacclimate ourselves with playing this account a bit. Let's go kill 19 spiders. Okay, that's a spider task complete. That was a Spraya task. So we're sitting at 85 total tasks we've ever done with Spraya. That number has really climbed up there. Wow. So let's see if we can get ourselves a key. We don't. So having kittens online is great, and we can start to accumulate some death runes, which is really awesome. But we do still want to find the Easy Ardoin achievement diaries. It'll just help us with getting to Ardoin, and it will increase the amount of death runes we get each time we turn in a cat. Another thing we need to worry about, though, are the various quest requirements we need to figure out for Cabin Fever to eventually get our Black Mask. One of the highest of those skilling requirements is actually smithing needs to get all the way up to level 50. So I think this is probably not a bad time to go ahead and unlock smithing levels 11 to 20. And like we've done in the past, we've had this come up with cooking before. We've actually already hit the level, I think, in making all these bronze knives that I use for ranged. I managed to get my smithing all the way up to 20 at some point, which is great news for us because it means we can go ahead and claim this tile right now. And we reveal making history, not a super useful quest. I'm thinking about construction, levels 1 to 10. Now, obviously, construction being an expensive skill is going to be very difficult to train on this account. But one other aspect of this account I haven't really clarified is what we're going to do with mini quests. I think if I were smarter and I had designed this game board better, I might have tied the mini quest to tiles which they relate to. And so I could see a world where the unlock construction levels 1 to 10 tile actually also said gives you access to Daddy's Home mini quest or something. Mini quests are not really something that would be substantial enough, in my opinion, to make them worth having a full tile dedicated just to that mini quest. So hopefully this doesn't offend anyone too much. What we're going to do is we're going to unlock construction levels 1 to 10, and we are going to say that this, imagine there were text here, and perhaps I'll add this in the future that says unlocks the Daddy's Home mini quest. So spending this key to unlock construction levels 1 to 10 lets us go and do the Daddy's Home mini quest. Oh, I've just had a terrible realization. You need to make yourself some planks and spend a crazy amount of money, 650 coins each, for 5 bolts of cloth to do this quest. In total, there's no way to do Daddy's Home without spending at least 4,250 coins, which, as you can see, is currently higher than our allowance and is actually more than half of our cash stack in game right now. This is a hard lesson. I need to look at the requirements for quests and things more closely before I commit to unlocking a tile. Oh, I feel silly. We're looking for a tile we can complete relatively easily. That would ideally reveal 3 tiles to us. We don't have many options for that on the board right now, so I think we'll settle for revealing 2 tiles. I am going to very carefully check the requirements for Clock Tower before I click this button, though. Okay, yeah, all we need to do this quest is a bucket of water, so we can grab ourselves a bucket of water, and then we can go complete Clock Tower, this baby little novice quest. Right, well, this is a quest I have almost no memory of. I don't know, I think the clock tower is broken and there's colored gears and you have to put them in the right place in the basement or something. No, whatever, let's just skip to the end. Quest complete. Possibly one of the worst quest rewards in the game. No XP, 500 coins, and a single quest point. Well, we're done the clock tower, great, good for us, and we can reveal the 2 tiles adjacent to it by claiming the tile. Oh, that's a small shop. I was hoping we'd get it in medium. Hey, well, Doric's quest. Okay, nice. Doing that quest now would bring us down to 0 keys, which is not excellent. How about we go do another Spraya Slayer grind? I think we have 8 tasks to do with her before we can pick up another Mashna task on a multiple of 10. See if we can get some keys, and then maybe we'll pick up this quest. That's a 20 dwarfs task complete. That's a 22 goblins task complete. 10 cave bugs task complete. That's a 17 dogs task complete. That's a 30 rat task in the bag. Okay, our very first kitten has just leveled up to a full-grown cat. We'll just use the cat on the civilian. I will remember you. And in return, we get 100 death runes. Okay, a 17 monkeys task complete. I know we're having some financial troubles right now, but we're gonna make a quick pit stop to purchase another kitten for 100 coins. We do want to just keep getting those death runes flowing as often as we can. A 21 cave bugs task complete. And if you're curious why I don't show more combat of me actually doing my Slayer assignments, I'm usually prayer flicking like this, and it's a little annoying to talk and prayer flick at the same time. That is a 24 Sour Hogs task complete, bringing us to 139 tasks. Now, we haven't claimed any of our tasks in SlayerScape for a hot second here. It looks like we have 8 tasks to claim. We did 20 dwarves, 22 goblins, 10 cave bugs, 17 dogs, 30 rats, 17 monkeys, 21 cave bugs, and then just wrap things up with 24 sour hogs. So that's 8 times we are going to click the complete task button. Ready? Oh, 1 out of 8 landed us a key there. Okay, Mashna, what you got for me? 20 cave bugs. What a vanilla basic ass task. Okay, well, all right, buddy. 20. If that's what you insist on, 20 cave bugs. Let's go. $20 cave bugs down, and 30 Slayer points, bringing us to a total of 450. Let's pop into SlayerScape, get that task logged with Mashna. Oh, but no key. Okay, I guess we're stuck at 2 keys for now. But 2 keys is just enough wiggle room for me to feel comfortable going and completing Doric's quest. This quest is literally just handing him materials that we already have in our inventory, and you get a little cute acknowledgement from the dialogue that you've done that, which is nice. Quest complete. We'll pop into SlayerScape and get that tile claimed. Yes! Yes! Okay, another shop allowance tile. Oh, and 21 to 30 smithing. That's nice. I think given my earlier goof up with construction here, not being able to afford the bolts of cloth and actually to complete the Daddy's Home mini quest, I think we're going to take this shop allowance and hopefully we roll a good amount, something north of 5k. Yeah, we're going down to 0 keys for this, but let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, 7.1k. All right. Whew, okay. Our shop allowance is once again comfortably above our cash stack in game. We are somewhat free to spend money again. I know there's a lot of comments about the complexities of the shop allowance mechanic, but it kind of is, it's creating this tension in the early game that I really quite like. It's gonna get less restrictive as we find higher value tiles out here in the darkness or whatever. There's also been a community suggestion I really like where if you find and unlock every allowance tile on your board, you get full unrestricted spending of GP. Like we would just dismiss the wallet widget entirely. I think that would be pretty cool. But now that we have some money again, I feel better about spending a bunch of it on construction to complete Daddy's Home. I also feel better about Daddy's Home being a mini quest that we're just going and doing for ourselves, not having a tile explicitly unlocking it, because boy, has it caused some stress and is it costing me a lot of GP right now. As a fun little bonus to go along with our completed quest and increased shop allowance, I actually managed to complete an easy clue earlier. It was a 2-stepper that I've just been, doing in the background while walking around questing and doing some Slayer. So without further ado, let's open our very first easy clue casket on the account. What do we get? An air staff, water runes, 5,000 GP. Well, hey, that goes really well with our newly increased shop allowance. We now have a bunch more GP in the cash stack as well. That brings our cash stack and our allowance pretty much right in line with one another. They're only 1 or 2k off from one another. So here we are at the sawmill so that we can exchange 1,000 GP and 10 logs for 10 planks. And we'll need to purchase 5 bolts of cloth for 650 coins each, costing us a grand total of 4,250 GP. Oh, that was a big purchase, but it will be worth it to get Daddy's home complete. So let's go get this mini quest complete. And as we look to start construction, we'll make the classic exception of giving ourselves a saw. You know, we denied ourselves a lot of ground items, but I would say a saw is pretty much essential to perform the skill and complete quests and mini quests alike. So that might actually have been the first ground item spawn I've picked up on this account. That is super weird. Well, let's get Daddy's home done. Okay, that's mini quest complete. Takes our construction all the way up to level 8. Also covers the 1,000 GP cost of buying a house for ourselves, so we should have a house in Remington now. And we also get this Marlowe's crate, which I believe has a bunch of, construction supplies. It should be enough supplies to get us to level 10 and finish off this tile. Level 9 construction. And level 10 construction. Dope. Okay, well, that whole plan was a bit of a fiasco. That could have gone really sideways. Did some weird things with allowance. We had to stretch down and find a tile we didn't know existed. Hey, we unlocked wanted earlier, or we revealed wanted earlier. I don't think I acknowledged that. But yeah, let's go ahead and claim this construction levels 1 to 10 tile to reveal 3 more tiles. What do we got? Crafting 11 to 20. Very nice. Merlin's Crystal, that is a good quest. And Sheep Herder, another sheep quest. For now though, we're all the way down to 0 keys, so if we want to do anything, we're gonna have to do some more Slayer. Before we continue the Slayer grind, it's time for a quick rest, cuddled up with our latest kitten in our cozy new home. In this episode, we clocked in over 60 Slayer assignments, nearly doubling the number we had at the beginning of the episode. But Spraya's pool of Slayer keys is dwindling, and some of those keys have been used on less than ideal tiles. If we want to keep progressing, we need to start tackling tasks from the higher level Slayer Masters while being a bit more judicious with which tiles we unlock. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. You've smashed the 25,000 subscriber goal I set at the end of last episode, and I continue to be dumbfounded that so many of you are interested in my silly little game mode. If you've made it to the end of this video, you might be interested to learn that I'm launching channel memberships here on YouTube. Starting with the Mithril tier, you'll be granted access to a private Discord server to talk about the series, make suggestions, post memes, and generally have a chill time. As an Adamantite supporter, you get to see your name here at the end of each video as a special thank you. And if you're so inclined to join at the Runite tier, you'll get to hear me undoubtedly mispronounce your name aloud, and you'll also get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes channels on the Discord, featuring sneak peeks into the next episodes and a continuous stream of commit messages from the private SlayerScape repository as a window into how development is going. I hope to see some of you on Discord, and all of you in the next video. In the meanwhile, I've got some cute little kitties to raise.